Hold on. Boop. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Alright, so we're gonna be in the orientation. Wait, why is this in white's orientation? It should be in black's. Let's flip it. Alright, so white plays d4.
D4.
Yeah. Knight f6.
Knight f6.
Bishop f4. D5. E3.
My mouse be
tripping, yeah. And then C5.
C5.
Yeah, usually these types of move is very principled. Just because this bishop is eyeing this, you kind of want to bring your knight out but you don't want to bring it out before the pawn. Then that's an easy target. You know, it's kind of a. So you want to put it behind it.
And you can always win that pawn back with the bishop, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really care for it. Sometimes, I mean, when you do something like, well, yeah, you can.
Knight comes out.
Yeah, I mean, when you take, you're not even focused on that. You play knight c6. Just trying to set for a center. But like also ideas like this in the future like this, you have like potential ideas of something like this and this. Winning the queen and attacking this in the future. But
interesting.
But there's some lines like that, but not this line specifically. Alright. Now, after c5, white responds with c3.
After c5, c3.
Knight c6.
Knight c6.
Knight b2.
Knight b2.
Or, I'm sorry, knight d2.
What?
I said knight d2. I forgot. I mixed up my words. All right, queen b6.
You mixed up your words, or my audio is broken. Who knows?
I mixed up my words. Queen b6.
What was next?
Queen b6.
Queen b6.
Oh wait, hold on. It wasn't queen b6. I'm sorry. Let me delete this. Sorry, it's bishop f5. So here, bishop f5.
Bishop f5. All right.
Knight g to f1 or f3. Knight g to f3.
Knight g to f3.
Yep. And then queen b6. So now queen b6.
So there is queen b6.
Yeah, you want to insert queen b6 once we play bishop f5 with the prevention of the rook to b1. So white plays queen b3 here.
Queen b3.
Yep. All right. So here, let's analyze this position and try to figure out what type of move you should be wanting to do here.
All right. See. Takes. I'm looking at that first off. That's my first instinct.
What was that?
This is my first instinct.
Of what?
Taking the queen and then putting our knight in the center.
So taking, you don't need to take with the knight. If you take, you just take with the pawn. Now you're worse. No, now you're worse. You have this permanent weakness. Your rook's kind of tied down. Bishop b5. You can even play a6 and just bishop b5 still.
Bro.
But
okay, we do not.
That's that's a bad position for you. So you don't want to play queen b3. You don't want to take. That's a bad endgame position. Bad. It's actually very
So you want
the move that
you prefer them to take you.
Yes, you want them to take you because you want to actually have an open file here. So what would you think?
Play this. This.
Yeah, c4 is the move, but like okay. Just make sure in the future, if you were to play any other position, see like these types of moves are bad. These are really bad moves. The reason for that bad because they can be undermined. So if say this bishop wasn't here or whatever, the queen was here or something, they can undermine it with b3 and it breaks down your whole structure. It's like kind of like hitting the tip of the iceberg, and then you can even play e5, cracking more of the structure. But usually you never want to push like that. You want to always keep the tension. But there's one reason, and it's kind of similar to the idea of what we talked about last week. Remember doubled pawns? You want to use your pawns as a strength. So what do you do? Remember I mentioned hooks? Give me a circle. Circle where the hook is. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's not a battery, it's a battery RAM. Battering RAM, right? But you're kind of right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that's battering.
Yep.
Battering RAM. Yes.
So B4 is the hook right there, right?
Battering RAM.
Yes. You want to keep saying it? No, I'm messing with you. All right. So
B4.
he plays A3.
Yes, I'm gonna keep saying.
Black plays B5. And now, okay, if white does something nonchalant like bishop e2, yes, Eric Rosen has played this position multiple times, Tyler. My boy Tyler. What happens with, oh my gosh, you beautiful human being. I love that. Good job. Nice catch. You already spotted it so fast. Oh, all right. I teach
that before you said bishop e2.
Yeah, I know. I my teaching is just so goddamn good. All right.
Yeah, I know.
So instead of playing bishop e2, which is a blunder,
I don't know what I would have done without you.
Not play chess. That's what happened. All right, rook c1 was played here.
Sure,
that is valid though. Now, bishop e2. Yeah,
I did try and quit.
Okay, so here this is a very positional idea. This is a very positional idea here. Okay, so let's say you're white here, and I play e6. All right. What do you do? What does white do here in this position?
What does white do?
Remember, think about that first lesson I taught you. No, think about the first lesson I taught you.
First lesson, good knight v bad bishop.
Yes, but I'm trying to talk about no. I'm trying to talk about I'm not gonna take the knight. Or the bishop. Okay. I'm talking about evaluating pieces.
You mean
what's your best pieces? What's their best pieces?
Yeah. White's best piece. This bishop.
Which bishop? No. Black's. So you're white. You're white. You're white. Hold up. Focus. Okay? So white it's white to move. You're white. What would you do if they played e6? And then talk about the pieces. So e6 right here. E6, what would you do? You have to focus on the best piece for black. Look at black's best piece.
Black's best piece. I think this is their best piece.
It's alright, guys. He's a 1200. Don't worry. Alright. So that's his best piece. Yes. It's not I think. It is his best piece. It's controlling the whole diagonal, and it's actually this preventing the rook from defending this pawn. So this b2 pawn can potentially be weak. So now that I played e6, and now that you evaluated that bishop f5 is the best piece, what would you want to do?
Does this work? No, it doesn't. That does not work. and my arrows
I don't know what's wrong with you today, man.
Knight here.
There we go. Knight there. That was very kind of strange.
Great question.
You know, and then just this. You can even take. I mean, could be a little bit committal, the type of piece play, I would say, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of like knowing when knight h4 is actually a good move, because it takes away the best piece, and it only works as soon as you play e6 here. So e6 is the only reason. So now that you're black here, instead of playing e6, what would you do? Nice student's trash, man. Don't. I'm not gonna have him. Okay, how about I'm gonna let my student like a Pokemon, so we're gonna use him as a Pokemon, and we're gonna play each other's students. All right. So amazing, Albie. Once we're done with this lesson, I'm gonna use you as my Pikachu. All right. And he has his Charizard. I want you to use charge on him. That's stupid. Alright.
Yeah, well, you better train your Pikachu very well then.
He's been trained. Don't worry. So, okay. Instead of playing e6, just play.
We don't play e6.
We don't play e6 because e6 takes away our best piece. So now that you evaluated that your best piece is bishop f5, the bishop on f5, you do not want it to be taken. So what would you do here in this position to prevent that? You want to keep the bishop in that strong diagonal, but knight h5 or knight h4 might kick it away.
I go here, so if knight comes here, I have fork.
But then you lose your knight. Then you lose your bishop. Tyler, I'm so sorry. This is like the worst he's ever performed. I don't know what's wrong. Yeah, I promise he's a lot stronger. I promise. I leveled him up. Don't worry. No, I'm not even joking. That's the worst part. I know. You're not usually this bad. You're a lot stronger. You're a lot stronger. All right. So what was it? Focus.
I'm tired.
I ran 10 miles. Shut up.
Fair enough.
All right. So you want to keep the bishop in that diagonal. What do you do?
Okay.
Knight h4 is a threat.
You want to keep... how do we get... Stop knight h4 from being good? It's a threat. Ooh. Wait, what if we go here?
That's true, but you're kind of like missing the premise, right? So first,
the premise is what they want to do to us, we can do to them.
Yeah, but like this isn't that. You want to use this. Remember, this pawn's weak, so using this, I don't know. This bishop isn't doing much. We want to focus on the queen side, and also we want to talk about the bishop. We do not want to get kicked out.
Talk about... Oh my, this...
I don't know what's so hard.
This knight's annoying me.
Okay, h6, okay? Whew. All right. So, because knight h5, you just tuck your bishop back. Boom, bada, boom.
Well, I said that earlier.
No. What you said was h6 and g5. No. You said h6. You said h6, and then after knight h4, I played g5, and I'm like, okay, forking.
I said h6.
That was the whole thing that you said. I was like, okay, all right. It made me lose a little brain cells, but all right. H6 was played. Now he does the same thing. He plays h3. He plays h3, and then e6. Bishop e2. And then here, what would you do in this position? So let me give you a little bit more of a rundown of like I've learned about this like fairly recently. It's called piece configuration. So piece configuration is like putting your pieces in the most optimal squares and then switching them back and forth and stuff like that. First, we want to target the queen side, right? That's our strength. Our strength is in the queen side, so we want to look at that. Good job. I love that. So you saw the pawn or the pawn on b2, right? How can we target that? Because remember, the bishop on f5 is preventing the rook from defending it. And as soon as he plays something like this, we can just take this pawn. So how can we target that pawn on b2? How do we target it? Think about it. Just give me squares. Just give me squares that can target it.
Surely.
Unfortunately, that would be smart, but it just runs into a pin, which wouldn't work, right? So again, we're not talking about a3. We're talking about b2. Okay, stop. Focus on b2. Think about how to target it.
Yeah.
So what we want to do, yes.
Getting a knight here.
Thank you. That is a. By the way, I showed this to Sammy, my 7-year-old student, and she performed 10 times better. I'm not even lying. I was surprised. Like she when I asked her about this. Huh? You're being bullied?
I believe that right now.
I'm not lying. I'm not even lying, dude. I'm not even lying. I wish I was lying. No, I'm not.
I know, I'm just doing.
Yeah, no. Sammy found h6 immediately. She found b like I asked her b2. She said a4 immediately. I was like, what the heck, and dude? It's crazy because I felt like today she was like on crack. I don't know what juices she was doing.
Not the same as I did.
No, she didn't even mention that. She was just like play h6, knight h4, play bishop h7. I would have said no. I would have been no. But so now we don't.
You just said h6 and didn't say the rest of the.
No, she said this.
Okay, how do we get knight there?
So how do we do that? I'm giving you positional play. This is not concrete. Yes. So what do you want to do first? What was that? Hello?
Get my knight there.
Yep.
Somehow get my knight to this.
Boom. That you already pointed at it, so what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There we go. So that's the move. Because okay, so bishop e7, right, is a move, right?
Knight d7.
Yeah, but I want to say bishop e7. Bishop e7 is a move, right? But it's a waste of a tempo. Because there's a reason behind not moving the bishop.
Yes.
Because why?
Faster. Faster.
What? I don't know what you're.
It's faster, and the bishop's not doing much more.
Fast. Okay. Yes. Yeah, and also, but the thing is, wouldn't you just castle and play principal chess, like castle? There's another reason.
But we want to attack their weakness.
That is the case, but what I mean is that this whole maneuvering idea, we're gonna end up sacrificing this bishop. So sacrificing this bishop for these two pawns, and then we get two connectors, right? If these like sacrifice this and this.
Yeah.
And then, what's the point of moving it once if we're just gonna use it again, right? So that's why knight d7 is played instead of bishop e7.
Yep.
Now, white plays I believe he plays g4. Let me double check. Yeah, g4. You want me to play, or you want to? Yeah, the pawn. There you go. Bishop h7.
I played it.
All right. I asked Sammy this question, and Sammy what? Hello?
Forever for me to update. Bishop h7.
Yes, bishop
You
h7.
can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You kind of cracked, and then you came back. Yeah, so I asked Sammy.
Why is this happening to me? Everything's just freezing.
I don't know. Maybe you're. I don't know. Maybe you're uploading something. Maybe you have a different another screen open.
Well, I'm not the one uploading something. Maybe my mom is.
Hmm. Okay, hold on. So let's jump. I was just looking at my other thing. All right. So I asked Sammy this question, and Sammy responded amazing. Oh wait, who is the guy in the camera? Seattle University chess. Who is the guy in the camera? I don't know why Andrew's asking like that. So why did White expand on the king side?
Well, I'm not Sammy, so I will not answer perfectly.
Sammy is 1,000. I'm not even lying. She's 1,000. She's actually like 600 chess.com. She's 600 chess.com, but
I didn't have that juice.
huh?
What juice was she? I need some of that juice.
I love
Whatever
that.
The juices, I need some.
Dude, I asked her. She wouldn't give it. She wouldn't cough it up. I was like, "What type of juice are you on, Sammy?" What? I mean, I did teach her this though, but what she said was that White is attacking on the king side because that's where they're stronger and where all their pieces are, and Black should be attacking on the queen side because that's where we're stronger. And I was just like, oh my god, Sammy, I'm so proud. I felt so proud. Yeah, I know. And then she played bishop to White played bishop to d1 here.
600? Are you sure 600?
Oh no, my student has not played we haven't done the Pokemon battle yet. But we will do it at the end of the stream. I'm gonna call Tyler and have him bring his Charizard out, and I'll bring my Pikachu. What's your rating? Higher than you, that's for sure. All right, so
imagine he's a secret GM.
I can pick my best 3. Tyler's gonna pick his best 3 freaking Pokemons. Oh no, I only have 1. I guess my Pikachu can beat all of them, I guess.
Come on, style.
1850 is pretty low, man.
Oh yeah, he's higher than you.
I'm 20.
Higher than the guy that asked what's your rating.
I'm 2,200, but I think he's talking about 1850 rapidchess.com is trash. That's like 2,000 rapid is trash too. Like it's unfortunately really low. Weird. I don't play rapid no more because of how many cheaters, but yeah. All right, so we're back in this. So after bishop d1, Black follows with his plan. Remember, knight b2. So he plays knight b6. Now he plays bishop to c2. So noticed, because of h6, because of this h6 insertion of preventing knight h4, of trading this bishop after we played e6, it forced Black or White to actually do a concession with bishop to d1 and bishop to c2. Because this bishop was so strong at this diagonal, the rook cannot defend this pawn. He already sees problems. So that's why he spent 2 tempes, or possibly even 4. So 1, 2, and after 3, 4. The rook is already stuck there and he has to move again, so it's 5. Right? So he's wasting a lot of time because of this bishop on f5. Knight b6, bishop c2, and now they do bishop takes, rook takes, and there's the tactic. Find me the tactic. Sammy found it in like 0.1 seconds, and I was so proud. I think you should too. Your tactics are pretty strong too.
Okay, this Sammy sounds good.
Oh my god, you beautiful human being. You beautiful human being. I'm so proud of my Charizard.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. I, I'm proud. I'm proud, man. I'm proud. I'm really happy for that. So B4.
Okay. I'll be a Charizard. It's fine.
No, you're a Pikachu in my eyes. So B4, and then White Castles. All right, now we have 2 decisions here. All right, so we really need to focus on these types of decisions because these decisions actually like dictate the future of the whole game, right? There's 2 options here, and I want you to decide which of the 2 options you just give me details on both of them, and then at the end of both of those analysis, just tell me which one you would choose based on those analysis. Okay, so it's either takes or B3. So what are the what would you choose?
All right. So if you take, then he takes. You can take your upper pawn. You got this pawn can be pushed. If you push, you force the rook to go back. You've positioned pretty close. Don't have not much. You could go here, but then just rook here. I think I like the taking more.
Okay. All right, and give me the ideas behind the why B3 is incorrect. Yeah, don't worry.
Okay, I'm back. Hey, Ted, just Cuba. Wait, you got
But
your
Kevin.
account back? I'm back. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry,
What's
that
up?
was my mom. I think take.
Okay. All right. So I see a lot of when you're kind of a beginner, you kind of tend to focus too much on material, right? So what you're seeing here is takes, pawn takes, rook takes, and obviously this is winning. This is obviously winning for black, losing for white, but very minuscule because it's actually pretty difficult after like something like this, possibly aiming for this. You have yet to castle. What you want to think about is activity, right? Activity above all, and you want to play b3 because a move like rook to c1, knight to a4, and then rook to b1. Now look at this rook. This rook is only stuck defending this pawn, right?
Yeah.
But there's a dynamite move here that you missed and you kind of stopped from your analysis. As soon as you played knight a4 in your calculation, you saw rook b1. Yeah, you found it?
Yes.
What's the move? What's the move?
Ah, my God. Is it going here?
Remember the bishop. So the bishop hasn't moved.
It's one of these.
The bishop hasn't moved and you want a castle in the future, right? You moved the knight multiple times. Yeah. And then you take with the knight. Remember, it comes with tempo, so bishop takes. And remember, this doesn't pin no more because the knight's on a4. So bishop takes. So pawn takes, knight takes. And now he plays rook b2. And now black does a move that I think is pretty solid and I really like. What's white's best piece here?
White's best piece?
Yeah.
Bishop.
Okay. Now you want to take it. Yeah, attaboy. So knight e2 check. King to g2. Knight takes f4. Pawn takes. And now black just takes the pawn. Rook takes right now. Okay? Now, normally, you want to count the material. So when you're playing, you want to count the material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? You have 8 pawns. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. So there's a difference of 2 pawns. what would happen is if you fork here, right? Rook takes, pawn takes, and let's say rook takes. This pawn's gonna be lost, and basically it's a dead equal position now, right?
Mm-hmm.
After rook takes, knight takes.
Yeah.
Yeah, knight takes, and it's a dead equal position. Move like this and this and this, but
I was looking at this move anyway.
yeah, rook takes, right? And you don't want to actually fork, because if you fork, you lose all your strong pass pawns. So you want to be focused on keeping these pass pawns.
Yeah.
A move like even c3, like let's say this c3, you just have this, and now
And then
you can just take, right? So
yeah.
again, we want to be focused, hyper focused in this position. You can easily blunder to a draw here. So what white does, he plays rook c1. Now rook c1 has a threat to it, and what's the threat here?
Threat. Rook c1 threat and.
What's the threat? Remember, white's up a piece, but they can always give it back, because these pawns are much more scarier than the bishop. These pawns.
Is the threat to take and then just like.
Yeah, that's the threat. So how do you stop that threat? Okay, that's one move, but you want to like maneuver the knight as well, because you want to use the b5. You want to use this pawn, right?
Yeah.
Like even this and knight takes might be a possibility. Hanging
Yeah.
didn't seem right. And also another thing is you want to push this pawn here so it can go here in the future, and you want to also have this knight here to defend this pawn. So even if this tactic didn't even work, like even if there wasn't a tactic like that, you still need the knight here on a5 to defend this one and this yeah. So instead he plays knight a4 or knight a5, right, preventing the capture of the pawns. Hold on. And then I believe knight f1 was played here. I want to double check. Yep, knight f1. So knight f1 was played, and let's follow our plan. b5, 90 f, yeah, and then f5. And I think it's, yeah, and then he just castles. I think knight e3, but let me double check. Oh, knight e5.
I'm getting rickrolled by chat right now.
What are they doing? Teach me some chess, coach.
I have some requests on, so somebody decided, I'm gonna rickroll you. Like I'm so original. You know what? I'm gonna just mute the music then.
Aw.
For myself and make chat.
Do you know why he played knight f1?
Knight f1.
The reason why he played knight f1 was potential forking. That's really the potential, but I'm not 100% sure why. Where else could he go? I mean, here.
Yeah, there.
If he goes here, you go here. Take.
I mean, if you go f1,
take
you
and
can
then
still
go here.
there.
What was that?
If he goes knight f1, you can still go there.
Yeah, it's fine, but there's a difference now. How do you defend this?
Oh, I see the difference.
Knight back. Knight back
yeah.
prevents the rook from infiltrating, right?
Yeah.
So I think knight f1 was the idea of c3, really, and trying to maneuver the knight over here to potentially sack the pawns. Like when it tries to march through, it'll sack it. That's the potential. That's my idea behind that, or their idea, I would say. After knight to e5, I think it's b4 here. Yeah, b4, knight e3, and now you insert this move. So you insert one little move, actually. Oh, I'm so sorry. Ugh, I hate myself for this. I'm such a little potato.
What?
I always do this. I always do this little insert that I do. Shouldn't black put the other rook to work? Not really. You have to blockade the pawns because it's gonna march in front of you. So here, instead of playing knight a5 right away, actually he plays this move here. And there's a difference. If pawn takes, rook goes here, knight to b4. Now this rook is stuck here, defending, babysitting this pawn, right? Same thing, similar to our last lesson where we showed how we pushed the pawn all the way down here and then brought our rook over here, remember? And we brought the rook here. Basically, this pawn is left to die. We're just trying to bring some activity and bring some, like, basically activity. So rook a2 is actually inserted. I'm sorry, I always forget that. Rook a2 first, insert that, and then he plays knight b1, and now knight to a5 is played. Knight to a5 is played only now because now your rook is more active here. So knight f1, I believe b5, f5, castles,
that's castles.
That's castles.
Yeah,
castles.
I've done that.
Dude, I play that in the games. It's so funny.
It's so frustrating.
I think he plays. Yeah, he plays b4 here. He plays knight e3. Oh wait, he doesn't play b4. He actually uses this for tempo. Tempi right here.
Oh.
Is it tempo? Wait, hold on. Knight e3. No, it was this. Tempi, right here. Now rook to e1 is played, and now I believe it's e3 here. e3, knight to d7, rook to c8, knight b6, rook c6, and now he does a little tricky move. He does knight takes d5 here. So do you want to take the knight? What do you want to do?
Do I want to take the knight?
Would you take the knight, or?
If it was a game, I probably would, but mainly because
Okay.
I'd be low in time.
I mean, if it's a game, you probably would. Okay, so let me.
I'd also be low in time if it was a game by this point.
So what would happen if I were to take? I insert this check. King goes to h7, and then I take. What would you do here? Oh, I gotta charge my computer. Push? Hold on.
Yeah, I'd push.
Alright, push it. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to remember the exact line from here.
Get out of this or something?
I did see it. Hold on.
Oh my god, there's a move to get out of this. What? If there's how could there be a saving move?
If c2 right away. I see a fork here, so I'll go back.
And you go back.
Wait. So after this. Because usually after this you can even insert this, but I'm not sure. Can you even check? Because I'm trying to see the line here, but c2. What the heck's happening out there?
Out where?
Outside. There's pops and clocks. Yeah, no, I think this wins, but what was the line that I was missing here? Yeah, no, I was actually looking at this line. I was looking at this. If this, here, and if you go here, you go here. Which is crazy. Because after this, you check, and then you mate.
But Why would you waste your time with this move?
I know. Instead of him seeing all that, instead of him, I know, right? Instead of him playing all that, he just takes. Pawn takes, and then he, I believe, it resigns after c3. c3.
Wait. So what was wrong with taking and then pushing straight away?
There was nothing wrong
or...
with it, but he didn't play it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know why he didn't play.
He got scared. He got scared.
Yeah, he got scared. He got a little. He was a little sissy. I mean, he was completely losing though. For white, regardless.
Mm.
All right, so I did put the lesson for like we did have a practice lesson here. Hold on.
Practice position.
Practice position here. So
no.
You're black, and you play, and you figure it out, and then I'll whoop you.
You gonna whoop me?
Yeah, I'm gonna whoop you.
Of course you are. What is this?
I don't know. A move.
A move?
A move.
I haven't seen this move yet. How do I now protect this?
I think I'm okay now. How do you protect this?
What? This is... Let's say I'm getting rid of your bishop. I'm getting rid of your bishop.
Sure.
What happens if I castle here?
Nothing. Nothing happens.
Cool. Wait, you can see my arrows.
I know.
Forget.
I know. Even Tyler's like, bruh. He's like, bruh.
Wait, I killed these arrows. I should
This
do
is so
arrows
funny.
like this just to confuse you.
It wouldn't confuse me. It would just make me
Just make you question why I'm being so dumb. Okay,
probably. I'm like, okay, he's a little potato, all right. And then you lost your knight, right?
I never lose my knight. What are you talking about? Where did I lose my knight? I totally didn't lose my knight.
That's true.
Ah,
Snag.
See?
Take.
See? The potato didn't lose his knight.
He didn't? He didn't. I'm surprised.
Oh, what? You're offending me.
I'm not.
You're insulting the potato.
I'm only giving encouragement to the potato. I mean, this position has gotten very, very drawish, that's for sure.
Yeah, in this position, I just offer a draw.
A draw? That quick?
Yeah, well, if
you know what's funny? Sammy, when we played this position, Sammy actually gave me a little bit of a tougher time.
Okay, well, Sammy was on some sort of juice that I don't know of. So
she was on what's that one streamer's drink called? On Prime. She was on Prime.
Maybe she got a brain chip. I can't draw arrows. I keep forgetting.
You can't even draw arrows when you're playing an actual tournament though.
I haven't played an actual tournament in years.
You played in an actual tournament?
Not in years.
That's fascinating. I didn't know.
Back when I was like, what, 6? I'm getting
You're getting what?
annoyed
By what?
by this nothingness.
Oh, it's getting somewhere. Don't worry.
Draw?
No,
No draw?
no draw.
It's worth a shot.
Don't worry. I want to hurt you. I want to hurt you like you hurt me.
I would never. Ah, no arrows.
G6. Wow, what a fantastic looking move.
You sound sarcastic.
Nah, it was not sarcastic. It was actually a very strong move. Strong move by my fellow compadre.
What if I just... I'm gonna play a weak move then. I'm bored of this.
Don't pay attention. I will crush you. Don't. I would not hesitate.
Stop trying to crush me. Like a potato.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
The potato does not appreciate this crushingness.
I like Black's position better until I didn't. Yeah, I know. I did too, because my position was kind of shitty because of my isolated pawn, but he's like 1,000, so, or a little less than 1,000. So I was just gonna win. He's gonna snag this.
What a bully. What an absolute bully.
What the mad lad.
1,000. Surely you play this check. After this check, what am I gonna do? I'll probably take the pawn.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, I should do that.
Wait, why didn't you play the check? After check, and then here, rook here, and you're just winning, and I see, nothing works on you. That works on some people.
Yeah.
It's funny.
I don't listen.
That's how you catch dream snipers.
I don't.
Draw?
Let's play around a little bit more.
So mean.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this position. You really think that move is standard? I don't know. I could have taken. I could have taken.
I want to trade pieces. Try and get the draw.
I think the more pieces we trade, the more possibility of having a loss. I could have won their pawn, but yeah, I want that.
But you didn't.
I got other ideas.
I gotta stop throwing arrows.
Nah, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh.
Don't. That's the arrow. That's my only arrow I'm gonna give you.
The fact that you're threatening mate.
It's not the winning the rook. It's the mate. All right.
He doesn't win the rook.
Let me just.
Well, you don't win the rook or get the mate now.
Oh. Really? What a poor, unfortunate soul. All right, let's go here.
See, I knew that was the move you were gonna play.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious when you're completely losing and there's only like there's a plethora of good moves here.
Surely I play this, right? Totally I play that.
I think that looks good actually. That stops me from all my desires.
Yeah, it stops you from ever winning this pawn,
Yeah, I think that would be a real travesty if that were to occur. something like that. Unfortunate that I just won your rook.
Yeah, well, I had nothing better to do, I don't think.
And then I won your knight.
Stop winning stuff. And you're also too high rated to fall for any of my traps that I may usually pull. You're not gonna fall for any of my tricks that I pull, are you?
I was thinking about sacking my rook, but then I looked at the position. I'm like, oh, this would be a draw if I if I did something stupid like that.
It.
I will eventually. Hold on.
Okay.
I can't do that, dummy. actually, that would work. Actually, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. There's pawns. Checkmate. That's a go, dude. It's funny. You snitched on yourself. I actually didn't spot that right away because I was like, oh, I would draw, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, no, he has this, and then